かにあります。だから1969年という年代に何度か入って一番のことになった時代が今回は今上がっておりました。そしてそして旦那様のところにですね入って暮らしているという。
I'm just going to do the photographs, okay? Thank you. Hey, cool shirt. And I got that. You want me to do it in red?
Just arrived.
Okay, there you go.
We're gonna have to come back to these guys.
Look our left side, please. Look our left side. Look our left side, please.
Left side, please.
Look at center, please. Look at left side. Look at left side, please. Left side. Usually I take my annual Kyoto, but I didn't get to do that this time. I'm a tour of Kyoto to see the temples. I didn't have enough time. I love to see the culture and the history of the great history. Hey, good to see you again. How are you? Good. See, now we've interviewed each other. Now we've done it. I remember the clock.
So, when did you come to Japan?
I came 2 days ago.
みんな揃っていて、撮影が回ってないとちょっと降りたりとかカメラが回ってないとか。
How are you? How are you doing? Hi, how are you? Thank you.
So I saw that yesterday.
Yes. We launched this fund called with Earth Alliance. Look, there's a major tragedy going on in the world, worldwide, because of climate change, forest fires, and what's going on in the Amazon, which is really the lungs of the earth, is vital to protecting us in the future. So my partners, Marine Johns and Brian Shaw, we got to do a donation, and we're trying to perpetuate others to be involved, be informed, and also contribute. And so we welcome all. Take this stuff.
We have about 10 minutes to
Take
sign.
Oh, so cool! Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Happy to see you.
Thank you. It's so nice here.
少しシリアスになっています。ということは、間もなくステージにやってまいりますよ。皆さん、押し付けないでください。
Hi, how are you doing? How's Japan?
Fantastic. Always happy to be back here. Always happy.
日本語でいくつか質問させていただきます。
questions in Japanese.
ブラッド・ピットさんとの劇中でのコンビネーションは素晴らしかったです。初共演した初共演した感想を教えさせてください。
What was what?
How was it to be in the film with him?
He's not only a great person, but he's the consummate professional, and we were both, you know, we came about in the same time in Los Angeles in this industry, and we knew what these relationships were, that were professional and friendships, people that relied on each other to survive. So Quentin gave us this amazing backstory and history, and we automatically were able to fill those shoes because we felt like we knew who these people were.
映画のどういったところを日本のファンに注目してほしいですか？
It's a great ride back into the history of Los Angeles. It's a genre movie because it's about Hollywood, and I think people will get an amazing insight into that time period culturally. And it was a changing point in American history and cinematic history. And I hope the Japanese fans enjoy.
日本のファンに最後コメントメッセージをお願いします。
Please go see the film. Always happy to be back here in Japan. Thank you.
ぜひ映画を見てください。
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hi, how are you doing? How's Japan?
Fantastic. Always happy to be back here. Always happy.
日本語でいくつか質問させていただきます。
questions in Japanese.
ブラッド・ピットさんとの劇中でのコンビネーションは素晴らしかったです。初共演した初共演した感想を教えさせてください。
What was what?
How was it to be in the film with him?
He's not only a great person, but he's the consummate professional, and we were both, you know, we came about in the same time in Los Angeles in this industry, and we knew what these relationships were, that were professional and friendships, people that relied on each other to survive. So Quentin gave us this amazing backstory and history, and we automatically were able to fill those shoes because we felt like we knew who these people were.
映画のどういったところを日本のファンに注目してほしいですか？
It's a great ride back into the history of Los Angeles. It's a genre movie because it's about Hollywood, and I think people will get an amazing insight into that time period culturally. And it was a changing point in American history and cinematic history. And I hope the Japanese fans enjoy.
日本のファンに最後コメントメッセージをお願いします。
Please go see the film. Always happy to be back here in Japan. Thank you.
ぜひ映画を見てください。
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hi, how are you doing? How is Japan?
I love Japan. It's my first time here. Hard to believe, but will not be my last. I can't wait to bring my family, but I've loved it. I've enjoyed my last few days here a lot. And I'm so excited for everyone to see what's going to come in Hollywood.
That's great. So let me ask a few questions about the movie. So what do you think is the appeal of Mr. Tarantino? You have worked with him several times, right? So
I've worked with Quentin for 25 years in many different capacities. So it's been a joy, and this movie is by all means one of his most personal and mature movies, and I think that his fans out there have a lot to expect and anticipate. It's a wonderful ride.
So how about the two leading actors? So what is the appeal of them?
Wow, what's wonderful is Quentin has worked with both of them separate. Leo on Django Unchained and Brad on Inglourious Basterds, and bringing those two together with Quentin is a tour de force. They're both amazing actors at the top of their game, and Quentin, obviously, auteur, an amazing filmmaker. So you join those three together and you sprinkle a little Margot, Robbie in there. Nothing better.
Thank you so much. So could you give us a comment to Japanese fans?
Japanese fans, I think that many Japanese fans love Quentin, Leo, and Brad, and you're going to have a wonderful, exciting ride when you go to see the movie. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day in Japan.
Arigato.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Japan!
Domo arigato! Thank you everybody for coming out to our big Tokyo premiere! And I just want you to know that Tara-chan is very happy to be back in Tokyo. And you might have heard, my wife is pregnant, so I'm going to have another little Tara-chan. And thank you so much for making me feel as welcome as you have since my career started. Thank you so much, and it was great meeting all of you and great signing your stuff. Thanks a lot. Thank you, and I will pass that on to my lovely wife.
妻にも伝えておきます。はい、どうもありがとうございました。
Arigato. It's amazing to be back here in Tokyo. I've come for 2 decades now, and this is the greatest group of fans in the world. You are all so incredibly supportive, and like Mr. Tarantino said, you've been incredibly supportive of my films as well. And I'm so happy to present this film to all of you. I hope you love it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's incredible, and I hope all of you come out and see it. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you so much. Unlike Quentin and Leo, this is my first time in Japan, but this will be the first of many. I love it, and you are so welcoming. And I so appreciate all of you, and I cannot wait for this movie to open here, and thank you for being here. Happy to bring Once Upon a Time in Hollywood here, and arigato gozaimasu.
Brad's not only an amazing actor, but he's so giving as a person, and we are both from Los Angeles. Well, he's not originally from Los Angeles, I am, but we both sort of grew up in Los Angeles. So we knew who these men were that came from the mind of Quentin Tarantino. We knew these relationships, and it was one of the easiest experiences ever getting into a character. And I'd love to work with Brad again. He's an amazing guy.
Oh wow! Well, you said it right. The first time I'm the viewfinder, I remember I'm setting up a shot and I'm looking through the viewfinder of the camera, and we're like on a street and there's like traffic going on behind me. But when I'm looking at the two of those guys in that frame in the viewfinder and the camera, I felt like I was in a movie theater. I didn't feel like I was on a set shooting. I felt like I was sitting in a beautiful movie theater watching a great movie starring these great movie stars. It was just movie magic right there in the front, right there in the viewfinder.
Look, it was a pleasure to be able. The best thing about making this movie was actually making it and working with Quentin and talking about who this man was, and showing the vulnerabilities of Rick and what he's psychologically going through during a matter of 2 days. So whatever happens from this point on, who knows? It's all up to you.
C'est la vie.
We now give this movie to all of you, the fans, and you decide what to do with it. We hope you love it.
Igamitine! Arigato!
Thank you very much! Quentin Tarantino 監督ありがとうございました。拍手 look in that direction, please? Thank you. はい、じゃあそろそろテレビの方に向けていただいてもいいですかね。テレビが一番今あそこにライトが in the very back, if you could see the lights, waving that's where the TV cameras are. So maybe if you could wave, that'd be great. Thank you very much. はい、どうでしょうか。いいですか、テレビの方々 OK ですか。はい、どうもありがとうございました。それでは以上をもちまして Once Upon a Time in Hollywood と本日のレッドカーペットイベントは終了させていただきます。レオナルド・ディカプリオさん、クエンティン・タランティーノ監督、そしてプロデューサーのシャノン・マッキントッシュさんでした。 Thank you very much.
Domo arigato. Thank you for coming out to see our movie.
この僕たちの映画を見に来てくださって本当にありがとうございます。
And I hope you all really enjoy it, and it's great to see your pretty faces all the way up to the top of the theater.
本当に楽しんでいただきたいですし、このドームの一番奥の列まで皆さんの素敵なお顔が見れてとても嬉しいです。はい、どうもありがとうございます。そして3年ぶりの来日になりました主演のリクダ・トニヤです。レオナルド・ディカプリオさんです。
It's amazing to be back here in Tokyo. I think my first film was What's Eating Gilbert Grape, where I got to come here with my mother, who's here again with me. You're all so warm and welcoming, and you've continued to support all the work that I do, and it's such a pleasure to be back here with all of you to present this movie. Thank you all for coming.
皆さん、ありがとう。 Thank you so much for having us here. I'm so excited for you all to see this movie. It's my first time in Japan, unlike Quentin and Leo have been here many times, but I love this place and it will be the first of many. So thank you so much for welcoming us with so much love and affection, and I hope you enjoy the movie so much. Arigato gozaimasu.
皆さん本当にありがとうございます。ちょっと
Oh gosh. I actually think probably the biggest challenge was taking Los Angeles of 2019 and turning it into the Los Angeles of 1969. I mean, if we did it with CGI, that would be one thing. If we did it on a sound stage, that would be something else. Or if we did it on a studio backlot, that would be something else entirely. But we did it in a working town, in a working city where businesses are and people are and cars are, and we had to create it ourselves. And even like just, you know, when you see a scene where they're driving on a freeway, we had to shut the freeway down, have period cars going east to west and west to east. And it was a big deal. It was almost like a military campaign, but we pulled it off, and I think the proof is in the pudding in the movie.
Well, the amazing thing about working with Quentin is he gave us this entire history and backstory to our characters. In informing Rick, you know, this is a movie that spans just a couple days in the life of Brad Pitt's character and my character. And in that couple days, my character goes through, as you'll see in the film, some major emotional breakthroughs. But the great research and when working with Quentin was in the fact that this is really a love letter to Hollywood and the industry, and those that have worked in our industry that maybe didn't make it to the top, that maybe didn't achieve the stardom that they wanted, but still gave amazing contributions in their own right. So we got to look at a lot of different actors from the 1960s that I had never heard of and really celebrated their contributions and their work. And they really inspired the character of Rick.
It's been my privilege to work with Quentin for a long time. And I think that just like working with him where his enthusiasm and passion is infectious, it shows in his movies, which I think is why his movies are beloved around the world. And this one is no different. I think that you all have a wonderful ride ahead of you this evening, and you will see his love of cinema in every frame of this one. You'll love 1969 Hollywood as much as you loved his other movies in the other periods. So enjoy, and arigato.
終わったらもう TV カメラが一番上に1台、今ちょっとポイントが光ってますね、ライト。いいですか？はい、ということでどうもありがとうございました。以上もちましてジャパンプレミア舞台挨拶は終了いたします。皆さん盛大な拍手でお送りください。クエンティン・タランティーノ監督、レオナルド・ディカプリオさん、そしてシャノン・マッキントッシュさんでした。Thank you very much!
Hi there! Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the most famous names in the film industry, but did you know that he is also known for surviving extreme near-death situations, like the time the plane he was on made an emergency landing after the engines failed, the time he was swimming and he met a great white shark, or the time his parachute was failing to open while skydiving. He is the definition of one lucky man. Remember to click below to subscribe or on the side for more great content.